everybody, welcome to my channel. Sorry for my voice if it sounds a little off or it sounds a little weird. It's because I am not feeling well. I have not been feeling well since past few days, so I was not able to upload any videos. But today I feel a little better than before, so I thought might as well just take out some time and talk about some books that I have recently finished while I was just bedridden and rotting in my bed for like 2 days straight. So the book that I happened to pick up was this called Strange Houses by Uketsu. You can see on the right hand side of the screen. This is the book that came into my Instagram reels, and everybody was raving about this book like it's nobody's business. It was all over the internet, and I just could not ignore it. Although I have this policy of not reading into too much of Japanese literature or fiction because I just find the way of writing to be very lucid dreaming, sort of, which I'm not really a fan of. I like things to be more substantial than just talking about a simple dream. So I was not thinking to pick this up, but since everybody was talking about this book on the internet, I had it on my Kindle and I started reading. So this book to me was very interesting and a very different read from what I generally go for. So this book revolves around a family who lives in a beautiful house, and then they leave it, and the house is up for sale. Now the author's friend comes to him and asks him that, do you think is this a nice place to shift to? What do you think about the floor plan? And she shares the floor plan with the author. The author name is Uketsu. So Yukatsu kind of looks into the floor plan and find a lot of things little strange in the floor plan. I used the floor plan screenshot and had Gemini build those floor plans for me because having being able to visualize it like this made it very easier for me to understand things, and I kind of wanted to do that, so I just used Gemini a lot to build floor plans for me because there are a lot of floor plans in this book. There are three houses that are discussed in this book, and for each of them floor plan is given. And I'm also not very familiar with Japanese houses. I don't follow their culture. I have literally no idea about Japan at all. I just don't find Japan to be my dream place, so I never even researched about it. And like I said, I don't even like the book, so I had to use Gemini a lot to help me build those floor plans, and I did that with the help of Gemini and finished the book. I will not be able to talk much deeper into what revolves around this book, but just to give you some understanding, that's about a family, basically a couple, and they they are living in a house, and suddenly after 1 year they leave that house, and then that floor plan becomes a point of great interest by the author and his friend, and then they go and investigate about it, and then one thing leads to another and another and another. There's few keywords that I would like to use for this book is that it's since I was reading it very late at night, I found this book to be a horror book. It's little creepy. The book, the way it is written, and the way the things are connected to each other is really mind-boggling. I really enjoyed it. I completed this book in like about a day or two, and since I was also using Gemini to build those flow plans for me, so it was a very interesting read for me. I have not read any book like that in a long time, and it was a good read. There are some places where Japanese culture is also discussed, and like I said, I don't have that much of an inclination towards Japanese culture because I am well versed about certain things and I did find them in the book, so it was not surprising. But if you're not so much aware about Japan in the first place, I think you will be very shocked. And what else? The author of this book is Uketsu. He it's a pseudonym, meaning that this person, he doesn't like to identify himself in the public domain or public platforms. This is not his real name, it's his pen name. He also uses his voice modulation, so nobody really knows the real author. It's just an online persona or avatar of sorts. So it's a very strange book. Feels like very Wattpad coded, but I would definitely suggest you guys to go and read about it. It's at some places you might even think like as if you're an architect, which is very strange for a book like in this horror domain to make you feel like you're an architect. But it was a very different take on what can happen and usually happens. And yeah, it's definitely a good read. Go check it out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.